Some criminals act in the moment, driven by emotion, impulse, opportunity. But a rare few operate differently. They plan years ahead. They prepare for crimes that haven't even happened yet, and they leave behind almost nothing. Israel Keyes was one of those killers. For years, he moved unnoticed across the United States, a man living an ordinary life, while secretly preparing for acts of violence carefully designed to avoid detection. This is the story of a killer who believed he could outthink everyone. Israel Keyes was born in 1978. By outward appearance, his life did not seem unusual. He served in the U.S. Army. He worked construction jobs. He owned a home. He was a father. To neighbors and acquaintances, he appeared quiet but functional. Nothing about him suggested he would become one of the most unsettling criminal cases in modern true crime. But investigators later learned that Keyes had spent years developing a system, a method designed to avoid patterns, avoid connections, and avoid capture. Unlike many serial offenders, Israel Keyes avoided choosing victims close to home. He traveled long distances, sometimes flying to one state, then renting a car to drive hundreds of miles elsewhere. He selected random victims, people with no connection to him. This lack of pattern made detection extremely difficult. Even more disturbing, Keyes buried what investigators later called kill kits, hidden caches containing weapons, tools, and supplies. These kits were placed years in advance, waiting, prepared for future crimes. Authorities believe Keyes committed multiple crimes long before anyone suspected him, but because his victims appeared unrelated, the cases remained unconnected. Each crime looked isolated, each disappearance seemed unique. And that was exactly the point. Keyes understood investigative patterns. He studied how law enforcement tracked offenders. In February 2012, everything changed. An 18-year-old barista named Samantha Koenig disappeared from Anchorage, Alaska. Security footage showed a masked man abducting her at closing time. The case quickly gained media attention. Investigators began piecing together timelines, ATM withdrawals, travel records, unusual financial activity. Slowly, a suspect emerged. Keyes was arrested after using Koenig's debit card in another state. This financial trail, one of the few mistakes he made, allowed investigators to track his movements. When he was taken into custody, authorities realized they were dealing with something far more complex than a single crime. During interrogations, Keyes revealed fragments of his past, but he controlled the narrative. He spoke calmly, matter-of-factly, sometimes even negotiating what information he would reveal. Investigators believed he was responsible for multiple murders across different states, but Keyes resisted giving complete answers. He admitted to planning crimes years in advance. He described burying equipment caches, and he emphasized how he intentionally avoided creating recognizable patterns. As investigators attempted to uncover the full extent of Keyes' crimes, many questions remained unanswered. How many victims were there? Where had he traveled? Which disappearances might be connected? Because of his limited cooperation, some mysteries may never be solved. Families across the country were left wondering whether their missing loved ones could be linked to him. In 2012, before facing trial, Israel Keyes died while in custody. With him went answers investigators may never fully recover. His case remains one of the most unsettling examples of calculated criminal behavior, not because of chaos, but because of control. A reminder that sometimes the most dangerous individuals are not those who stand out, but those who blend perfectly into the background. The story of Israel Keyes forces us to confront a difficult truth. Evil does not always reveal itself through obvious signs. Sometimes it hides behind normal routines, ordinary lives, and careful planning. This has been True Crime Stories from the Dark. Please make sure to like and subscribe for more true crime videos.